We're here. You're here. Hi everyone. Um, let's see if I can put some more light in this room. Make it a little bit better. There we go. Oh, nice. I have a side light now because of the Mac. Ah, Tim on YouTube asks, "Hi Claude, how's life? Life is okay. Life is good. I know. Hi Reed. We're so close to that 9K, man. 9K. Ah, thanks for reminding me, Reed. By the way, smash that like button, do the whole subscription thing, because when I hit 10K subscribers, it's going to go down. We're going to have some cool stuff. Um, so yeah, help me out. Share the videos. There's a lot of cool music videos and other things on the channel that you can, share if you don't want to share the stream because it's too weird. It's okay. I don't mind. But anywho, we're here. I'm in my pajamas. Not that you can tell, but I am in my pajamas. Oh my gosh. Because, Brian says you get a free pizza if Claude gets 10K. I don't know about that, but maybe we can have a pizza party somewhere. But hi everyone. Welcome. So tonight I'm gonna play mostly remixes, some that I've done, some that other people have done, and some weird stuff from what I like to call the pre-post hope sessions, because it's been asked many times if there were B-sides to hope, and there were, and I'm gonna play some tonight for a reason, obviously. So sorry. I get distracted when I'm looking at the chat, so I am looking at the right camera for once. That's good. That's a good thing. Although I'm not sure. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I can, uh, 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 I can decide. Anyway. So no, life is good. I just got back from El Centro, or better stated, after I left El Centro, I took a long road trip through the Salton Sea up to Borrego Springs or Borrego Canyon, I believe it's called. Huh. I have the map somewhere, but it's out there. And I took a bit of a road trip on the way home because I wanted to clear my head a little bit and really enjoy that long ride. And I was quite happy, to be honest. And Mean Gene says, hopefully these B-sides will be released. They shall. At some point, they shall. Actually, it's coming sooner than later. So let's start with an update. So unless you're living in a total, robot dystopian future, as you can see on my screen, I am playing Hollywood next week. Yes, next week. So next week, I will be in Hollywood at the Virgil. That's the 9th. It is a Thursday, but the show starts early. My guests are going to be Bob Harrow and Blacklight, and I'm really excited about it, actually. And I do hope that you will join me. So yeah, I thought I'd get to the formalities and do the updates really quick. But yeah, so that isn't all though. I've got Long Island coming up in June, I believe. Although don't quote me yet because all that stuff's being finalized. I will have it posted as soon as I have the exact information. But I don't want to give anything away prematurely. But yeah, I'm going to Long Island, so I'm going to be playing there. So that makes me quite happy to go back to the East Coast for a little bit and play, and of course to play Hollywood because I haven't played Hollywood since 1998, I believe. We may have done things outside of this area, but not where we're playing. So it's been a long time. At any rate, it's been a long time. But one of the things I am excited about with regards to this set, and sorry, I'm going to put the chat back up so I can see it. Um, so yeah, so one of the things that I'm excited about the most is that this particular set is going to be very hope centric, because it is technically March 30 years ago. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that because it makes me feel so old. But yes, 30 years ago, 30, 30 years ago, Hope was released independently. And it celebrates a birthday. And so I thought that it would be apropos. The other reason, of course, which is, it's not really an of course, but it's sort of a sad thing. But March 9th was also the day that Fega of our A-Box fam passed. And so uh, he loved Hope. So I'm going to make sure that that show is very Hope centric. It's going to be a very electronic, very Hope centric show. Um, with a bit of maybe recovered thrown in there and stuff. Of course, some stuff from Peace, but yeah, expect the unexpected. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. But so now I have to make a retraction. I can't believe I have to do a retraction. But yes, I will have to make a retraction. TMT says, hard to believe it's been a year since Vega was with us. Yep. It's a sad thing. But at the same time, I can selfishly say I get to enjoy his spirit around me sometimes and I like it. So, and I'm not the only one. So he's there for everybody to enjoy now. So, um, hopefully trying to make the world a better place, right? But yes, of course, I do miss him. So definitely this next show, as was the El Centro show, is going to be very emotional. Um, the El Centro show, unfortunately, had a bit of some technical difficulties, but you know, we came through. It worked out in the end. But but yeah, and if anything, my takeaway was that the unexpected is always around the corner, you know. Oh, thank you. Ari says we loved Mexico. Yes, I enjoyed Mexico City so much. I still have the after effects. So I'm going to tell you a little story before I play something. So when I was in Mexico City the next day after the performance, I was walking around the city before I went to the airport. So you know the whole airport story, right? Where I had to stay at the airport and sleep there and all that stuff. Well, that's only part of the story. The other part, which I forgot about because there was no real aftermath until El Centro, which is really strange. So I twisted my foot when I was walking around in Mexico City. My foot didn't hurt past the point, you know, that I had to like care for it. But, and it didn't hurt while I was in the airport and it didn't hurt on the way home. But I guess I must have done something to the foot because when I played El Centro and I jumped, I definitely felt that my left foot was definitely hurting. And as I was driving home from the El Centro show, it started to hurt so much that I had to pull off and look at it. And sure enough, it's all black and blue and it's quite swollen, but not too bad. Not as bad as like a break, you know, would be, or like I don't think I tore any tendons, but I definitely have some black and blue down there. And so yeah. So I've been trying to care for that and be, you know, off the foot as much as possible because next week I got to do some jumping. But oh, Sorry, I always get interrupted by the chat, but don't worry. Keep interrupting me on the chat because I love that. So Jose says on Facebook says, I saw Information Society in Costa Rica. That's awesome. I'd love to go to Costa Rica and play. I would love it. Sería un sueño. Oh, Judd says, please take care. I'll be okay. It's not severe in any sense. I just have to be, wary of it and not mess up. But anyway, yeah. So the way home from El Centro was a bit of an adventure, but all is good because I got home. I got to catch up with some work that I had to do and get my wonderful car Jane inspected, which she passed, and that means more road trips. So I'm going to be doing some road trips right after that show in Hollywood. I may go back to Salton Sea because I found some stuff that I felt I would need to go back to and see what it looks like a week later. I can't explain what that is, but well, I can explain part of it. If you saw the fast forward video, you know that I'm wearing a cardboard robot head, and all of that stuff was filmed at the Salton Sea. Now, because this thing was made out of cardboard, and we wound up leaving it among the many discarded buildings and houses up there, I didn't think it would still be there, but I found it when I went up there. I randomly came upon it, which was crazy to see that like so many years later. So it's pretty flippin' awesome that it was there. So I got a chance to photograph it, but it gave me an idea to go back and do another video. So I need to go back there with different lenses and do something. But anyway, I'll play a song. And yeah, we can do call-ins tonight, but not yet. We'll save it for a little bit. So speaking of fast forward, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play the remix that was done by Cosmicity, which I actually really like. So it's going to be one of those. And then I'm going to bring up the bright side of AI tools because that's a topic I want to get into. But here we go. I think we'll turn on the visuals. Ooh, visuals. And fast forward. When I seek out and react to the secrets of love, it doesn't matter when open wounds of its loss makes everything start. It doesn't matter when all the bombs in my head go off all at once. It doesn't matter now. I see the future. I'm moving forward. I can't explain, can't explain, can't explain it all. It doesn't matter. I can't explain, can't explain, can't explain it all. It doesn't matter. I can't explain, can't explain, can't explain it all. It doesn't matter. I can't explain, can't explain, can't explain it all. I totally messed up. Oh boy. Oh boy. I messed up. Totally. Royally right there. Ah, it happens. Sorry. But yes, that was the fast forward cosmicity mix, which is quite good. I really like it. Just saying that I really like it. Um, so anyway, as I was telling you, so yeah, next week is Hollywood, and after that, I get a little bit of a break, and I will go right back to work on the book. But I wanted to tell you, well, let's catch up. So I started work on the book the minute I got back from El Centro. Oh, thank you, Mai, for posting the link in the chat. That's awesome of you. Hi, Mai. Um, uh, I lost my train of thought. Oh my. But anyway, I forget what the heck I was going to talk about. I think I was going to tell you about oh yeah, the good side of AI, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But first, there's a reason why I'm bringing that up. But so the way Hope was recorded, which a lot of people don't know this, and I've told this story a couple of times, but I'm probably going to tell it yet again when the Hope 30th anniversary part thing comes out. So, um, my retraction. The retraction is that there will be vinyl. Not for the Hope album because it doesn't really fit on vinyl in its entirety. But there will be a CD version. But there will be a 12-inch single of sorts that's going to be on vinyl. And so I'm working on that next. And I'm sidelining the book a little bit to work on the Hope 30th anniversary, which may or may not include a book. So I'm going to actually work on that. But meanwhile, I want to prep Hope for remaster on Bandcamp, and prep a CD version of it and clean it up a bit and make it nice, make it a nice release. So I'm going to be going over photographs that I have, paintings of that era, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, Hope will be celebrated this year, even if I have to put off the other book a little bit longer or work on it on the side because I have to do something for Hope. Um, so yeah, there will be vinyl. It's gonna be a very, very limited edition. So stay on that. But so yeah, my retraction is that, there will be vinyl now that I said there wouldn't be vinyl. In this case, there will be vinyl for Hope. At least a single or two. We'll see. So in that vein, I was trying out a tool that I had tried out in September, and I had quite liked it, but it has gotten so much better. And it's an AI that separates stems for you. And I tried it on a song, and it really, really did a good job. So much so that I literally stopped everything I was doing when I came back and just worked on that. And I wound up doing A World Without Love, a completely alternate mix of the song, which I will play tonight and you'll have it. But what it allows me to do is now I can go back to Hope and maybe extract a few things into stems, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time and never found a tool that was good enough. In that vein, AI is pretty cool in that it can do it. Um, well, Wendy says colored vinyl. If it is, it's going to be orange, right? You know that if there's colored vinyl, it will be orange. And that my happy face will be somewhere on there. But yeah, so it's one of those things where um, I can see doing vinyl for 12 inches, singles and, extended EPs and things of that nature. And it won't hurt um, the process of the book stuff. I think it'll only help. So yeah, it's a major turnaround for me, and it could turn around again because I have mixed feelings about it. But uh, Robert was quite persuasive, so you can thank him. You can thank Robert for this. He was quite persuasive, and his arguments were really good. Of course, it's not going to make any money, but that's besides the point. But that said, work on the single. Not going to say which song it's going to be yet, and also the accompanying things that will go with the Hope anniversary. So among those things, so I intend to release the Hope album as it originally was released, meaning a little bit mastered because I do want to master it, but it's going to be from the first version, the very first master that we made. That's the one I'm going to be mastering from. Um, and then I'm going to release a sideline EP called The Addendum, which is going to be the demo stuff that I have. And these demo songs are, well, I shouldn't even call them demos. They're all B-sides because none of them are actual Hope songs. They're just the songs that didn't make the album and we didn't take them any further. And so those particular ones are they're rather interesting and they have their own charm. So I'm going to release that on Bandcamp separately as the Hope Addendum. So I'm still picking those out, but I'm going to play a couple of them tonight. And I'll play the World Without Love remix as stemmed out by AI, which I think is interesting. But at any rate, after evaluating it, the AI tools, I realized that for some things it's going to be good. As far as my view of it with regards to art and things of that nature, I still think there's a lot missing. What I wish it could do, some of the things that I wish AI could do, and I was discussing this with my friend Dan today, was I wish I could be able to give it instructions to clean up certain things that, or anomalies, audio or auditory anomalies that the human ear can't pick up. Even most mastering engineers won't be able to pick up certain anomalies of, frequencies that are intertwined that need to be cleaned out. AI would be great for this, but those types of tools are yet to really exist. There's a few plugins that do it, but not as good as, my ear yet. But those are the kind of things that, I'm looking forward to. As far as AI art goes, I'm still kind of nah. I'm still on that. But yeah, so after some consultation with Robert, we decided that yeah, we're going to do a single for as a 30th, 30-year anniversary for Hope. It should have a single of some sort. And that said, I'm going to play a remix of a Hope song. This does appear on the Dead Stars release, especially on the 12-inch version of it. So if you like vinyl, definitely pick up the Dead Stars because I know that Mike has told me we're down to the last of those. So anyway, your cleaners help, Tim says. Yes, they do. They do help. But anyway, here is, I'm going to play songs and talk and then after this next one, I'll play that remix that I was able to do years later. And I'll explain why that actually happens because most of you who are musicians are probably saying, don't you have the backing tracks? Don't you have the stems? The way things were done was very different back then. And our way of working was very strange. So we'll get into that when I get back. But let's turn on the overhead. And, this is the grain overhead. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, messy. Oh, gosh. moment shifting, the DJ Trip bootleg mix. Actually, if DJ Trip is listening or watching, uh, thank you for that remix. Not only is it one of my favorites, it is literally one of my favorite remixes. Um, but he also turned me on to the whole AI thing and how it separates into stems and led me in the right directions. And that's how I was able to go back and reconstruct, or I should say, deconstruct an A-box song. So let me explain how Hope was recorded, which, again, I've told this story before, but it bears listening or watching. I'm going to turn on the overhead for a second so you can see the whole studio. So in the past, we used to have an ADAT that would run in sync or synchronized to my MPC, which was drum machine slash sampler slash sequencer. So the only thing we would actually record were vocals. Everything else was mixed live on a console, much bigger than this, which is why I have to find pictures because I want you guys to see it. But I used to have a huge console, and we would run all the synths, all the all the modules, all the pieces of hardware would run live, synced up to those vocals, and then we would mix. So in effect, there was no multi-track other than the vocals. And we would wind up with the final mix on DAT, and we would wind up with a final instrumental on DAT, but not stems. We weren't thinking in those terms back then, so we didn't realize, oh, we should probably do stem mixes. We never even thought of that. Um, which is sad because now when you want to go to remix something, the only thing you have is the finished master and an instrumental of the finished master, and there's no multi tracks, and so this caused quite a bit of problem for when people wanted to do remixes. The only thing we could give them was essentially vocals. So, here comes AI with this ability to do something that I had previously not only thought impossible, it used to be technically impossible to remove a vocal clearly from a multi-track recording. And not so. Now it is quite good. So good, in fact, that, like I said, I was experimenting with it over the weekend when I came back. Because also Robert and I had been talking about World Without Love 12-inch. So immediately I was like, well, first let me see if I can separate these things. If I'm able to do it in a way that it makes sense, then that could happen too. So that means that, yeah, in the future there will be a World Without Love 12-inch. I'm just letting you know. Um, as far as Worth itself being on vinyl, um, in 2019 we were doing talks with a label to do it, and because of the nature of that album, it was going to be almost 4 records. So I don't really see that one being done on vinyl, at least not at this juncture. But I have the file, so we'll see what happens when, as time goes by. I can only do what I can do. I'm only one person, but yeah. So anyway, so I was playing with this tool, and I quite enjoyed it, and I was able to extrapolate a lot of data from a stereo master, and I was really surprised at some of the results I got. In fact, I wonder if hold on. I may actually do something I had not planned, but let's see if I can pull it up real quick because I want to show you. Well, I don't know if I can show you, but I may be able to have you hear something. So for example, let's see if I can do this. Probably. Here we go. I'm going to play you something off of Ableton, see if it comes in, just so you can hear what it sounds like. And should be any time now.
If I heard you say, Our world is everything. I would be dreaming of living quietly. Quietly. And if I heard you say,
It's not perfect, but the beauty of it is it doesn't have to be, because once you bring in the other instruments into the mix, um, it takes on, like, those little artifacts almost are lost, almost the same way that a moment shifting was done. So my goal was to play with this for 2 days to see like how far I could go, just messing about. And I wound up doing a pseudo alternate mix of the song. Um, and no attempt to really make it a 12-inch, but there was a lot that I could do that I didn't think was possible. So I'm going to play that one next. Um, and after that song, I will open up phone calls. We can talk, and, we'll see where we're at. But yeah, it sounds like, George says, sounds like me singing in the shower. Sounds like me singing in the shower too. Well, what I was surprised at was how good the reverb tails were. There are some anomalies, like I said, but it does have a strange, Anyway, so I'm going to play the remix that I wound up doing, or I should call it an alternate mix of the song. And then we'll come back and I'll take some calls and we'll continue with this episode 6, as it were. So, yes. Here we go. World Without Love, the M-pop mix. So did you notice that the helicopter sounds and all that stuff that usually comes in from uh Soldier and Child aren't in there? So I was even able to take those out, which was kind of cool. Anyway, all I did was mix the stems back the way they were, but I replaced the bass line and did a different alternate bass, and I added some percussion. But I did make the drums punchier and put some stuff on them. But it was fun. Um, what I'm gonna do next with World Without Love is I'm gonna attempt to do the old sequence, which I've always loved, and see if I can sync it up to this version, which is a nice, fun experiment because it will lead to the proper experiments in, you know, whatever song we decide we're going to rip apart for Hope and put on a 12-inch. Um, but it should be fun, anyway, so getting back to that topic. So, yeah, as a tool, it worked out quite well. And I really enjoyed it. The process is quite simple. Um, and I saw something that piqued my interest. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, sorry. So DJ Bash says the best stem algorithm I hear is from virtual DJ software. So DJ Bash, are you saying that Serato and all that separates for you? It's able to separate stems. That should be interesting to try. Um, I think I have access to Serato because I have some. Oh no, Serato is a different company than Native Instruments. I was thinking of something else. But yeah, so I am gonna try it and keep working with this stuff because I feel like there's a new little universe opening up with that, which will be fun to explore, especially when it comes to 12 inches. Because people keep asking me for remixes of those songs, and my answer's always been I can't separate them. So in this case, it's a good thing. So it's fun. So all right. So let's see here. I am going to um show you the phone number. You guys can call in. The number is 562-380-0626. You can call in and I will answer all your questions thus far that you may have. But you can ask me about anything, and I'll do my best. Although keep it positive, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so feel free. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, as they say. Um, so yeah, I've been thinking a lot about the whole vinyl thing, and thanks to the different manufacturing processes that have come my way that I can look at, it looks like very short run could work. Oh, here we go.
Call from
Jose DJ Bass.
to accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Hi, Jose. You're on the air.
Hi, how you doing,
I'm
bud?
doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
It's good talking to you again. Last time I saw you was at the Tampa show. I don't know if you will remember me, but
Oh,
hey,
dude. Now I know who you are. Yes, of course. Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah, I'm a very huge fan. Let me put my headset because it'll be easier to hear you. Hold on.
Yeah. Then you won't hear that delay.
Yes,
It's
correct. There
almost
we
like
go.
it's almost like calling a radio station.
Yeah, with these things. But yeah, I'm a huge fan, but it's been hard for me to actually get on the stream because I actually stream almost at the same time that you do, and I actually go under Jose Ayala most of the time. So, but this is my other, this is my actual alias, DJ Bash or whatnot. But I'm a huge collector. Been following you from the very early era as well,
Thank you.
and But of course, yeah, no, no, thank you because you're amazing. What you have created and how the way you still sound is quite incredible to me. And I love your music and everything that you've been doing, and I love that you're doing these streams as well, and to be able to connect to you.
So the stream's not boring, right?
No, no, not at
Okay,
all.
that's the
Actually,
most
it's
important. Like,
actually really no, no, it's actually really good. You make a good workout.
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
You so I actually want to talk to you about the stems since we're talking about it already, about it. Um, what I wanted to tell you is, so I've been Serato just recently released the stems functionality to do that real time. And actually, as if you have a good computer, actually my laptop is 5 years old and handles everything pretty good. I can actually literally take your vocals, your drums, your bass line, your melody completely out in real time
It does
as
it in
it
real
goes.
time. That's crazy.
Yes, in real time. If you have a good computer, I'm pretty much
That's
hold on, cause
crazy. I'm gonna
yeah,
have to try it. I'll have to try it. I
yeah,
do. I have two
yeah.
really good computers. I'm
Mm.
sure this one can handle it no problem. The studio computer, I'm pretty sure. I mean, even though it's running, I'm gonna say it, and people are gonna like, what? But the studio computer is running Windows 7, but it's so tricked out that this is the fastest computer I own. Like, it's literally faster than my
Mhm,
new 2020, the machine that I bought
mhm,
in 2020. My
mhm,
studio computer smokes it. It's
mhm.
because I have like an $800 a graphics card in it. It's got like 16 gigs of RAM on just the video card. You know what I mean? So it's like crazy. My studio computer is pretty awesome. Um,
Right. Oh, no, that's great.
so I
No,
am
but
gonna try it. I'll have to try it for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, but I actually use Serato, but the leader right now is actually Virtual DJ. Virtual DJ after Serato came out with their version, the way they implemented it is better for real time for DJs, but the isolation that they did in version 2.0 in Virtual DJ is completely sick. Like I was completely like, oh, like they're literally the leader right now.
Hmm.
The way if you thought the way you just played your stems right now, which it sounds kind of, you have that weird sounding, not completely clean. If you hear version 2.0 in Virtual DJ, it's literally almost completely clean. So you hear like clear vocals is insane. So you have to try Virtual DJ point 2.0.
So,
Uh,
as we speak, someone's trying to call in, which is funny.
yeah.
But we're not gonna, sorry, you gotta wait. You gotta wait
Yeah.
your turn, folks.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I'm good.
It's
I
not
just
you.
kind of
It's
wanted
not
to
you.
cover that really quick.
But thank you. No, I'm gonna check it out for sure because, like I said, this algorithm it is pretty crazy. I was really blown away by how much information I could extract. So, and I didn't spend a lot of time cleaning anything. So obviously,
No.
yeah, I can clean it. I can probably gate some of the artifacts out because mostly what I was hearing in the artifacts were
Hmm.
delay artifacts, meaning like we used a lot of digital delays. So I think it didn't know how to
Hmm.
interpret like an echo. So,
Right.
but a noise gate would probably handle that. So it is
Hmm.
quite impressive. But I'm definitely going to check it out. So virtual DJ version 2. All right, I'll try it.
Yeah,
I'll demo it and
definitely.
see if I can do some good work on it. Thank you for the tip.
All right. Outstanding. Not a problem. Thank you. Thank you
And
for
thank you
having
for
me in your
tuning
show.
in, man. I miss
No,
Tampa. I
no, of
want to go
course.
back.
Oh, I would love to have you back.
Talk to Robert. But yeah, no, for sure. I'm dying to go back. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. So awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for your call.
thank, thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
have a good night.
You
Enjoy
too.
this.
You
I'll
too.
be tuned
Thank
in.
you.
Take care.
cool. Sorry. I was looking at that screen and then that screen and then that screen. And I'm like, oh man, I'm like lost already. No, but thank you for that tip. That's a really, really good tip. So, which is another reason why I love doing this, is because I get to talk to all of you, my peers, fans, and it does the job. And here we have a phone call. Let's see.
Call from.
Tim.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hi, Tim. You're on the air.
Hey, I'm on the air.
Yes, you are.
WNBC.
Or more like ENDPOP.
This is incredible. Okay, I'm hearing like a delay on
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
But
you're
anyway,
gonna have to turn down your just like radio stations. You have to turn down
yeah, no, I
your.
turn off my radio so you don't hear the echo. So, question. So, does it work the other way? Like, can you extract the vocals and just have the sound so you can make karaoke tracks?
You're so funny. I knew that somebody was gonna ask me that question. The answer is yes. Which is one of the funniest things that I was telling my friend this afternoon. You actually hit on a very. I wasn't even going to bring it up, but now that you brought it up, I'm going to explain.
Sorry.
The karaoke market is going to boom because previously, when you would try to take the vocal out of a finished track, there were some devices that claimed to do it, but it didn't really work. You would still hear the vocal in the mix. It would just be lowered quite a bit. And usually it would take several instruments with it. If you ever tried it, then you know what I'm talking about.
I've heard horrible tracks like on
Yeah,
YouTube and such.
no, I would say that the process is at if you wanted to keep just the instrumental without the vocal in it, there is zero left of the vocal. I would say that the track it suffers a little bit of artifact, but it's barely noticeable. Meaning, if you were to put it through some mastering software and then just maybe put a little bit of a limiter on it or something, those would be gone, and you can get away with it totally. So yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, people can do karaoke mixes now with that, which is crazy. It's insane how good it is.
Do it, because there's a lot. I go to karaoke nights like once a week, and there is zero anything box. But there is some people do have anything box tracks on YouTube, and I was able to sing "Living in Oblivion" for a group of people who had never heard of anything box, and they're like, "What is this song?" So I'm like, it's this amazing band, and you're
That's
gonna have to
so
check it
funny.
out now.
So
Yeah,
I went out once to do like with friends, and they wanted me to do living in where we were. We wound up at a place where they actually had Living in Oblivion on karaoke, and I was like,
yeah.
no, I am not doing it. I didn't do it. I did a Bowie song.
Oh, what's your karaoke go to?
I don't like it at all. It's so weird because I can't help myself. I want to perform. I don't want to, and then I feel like I'm just as bad as everybody else when it comes to the
Oh, I
karaoke,
perform like a motherfucker.
but it's fun though. It's a lot of fun. So, but anyway, yeah, the few times I've done it, I've picked weird ones like Queen or I think I picked Radiohead once, and I picked the Buzzcocks on an occasion. So,
Nice.
and Bowie.
Yeah, the crowd pleasers for me are like Madonna's "Living on a Prayer," or I'm sorry, "Like a Prayer,"
No. Yeah,
and
that would
then
be funny.
oh my god, and Blink 182's "I Miss You." Like when I do the Tom DeLonge part, people just go crazy.
That's funny. I want to hear that now. I want to hear that now. That's so awesome. So yeah, no, it works. It totally does work for that. Like I said, I was quite blown away, and I had tried it back in September, and I thought it was pretty darn good in September. The newer version of this is doing 100 times better than it was in September, and they're already talking about a version 3 in a couple months. So I can't even imagine how much better it's going to get within, let's say, 6 months from now to a year. It's going to be insane, what it can do. So if I think it's good now, seriously, you can't imagine what it's going to be like, months from now. But
Oh my
but
God,
anyway, I'm enjoying
yeah.
it.
If
It's saving me because um everything from the Hope era and the Worth era, actually I could tell you right now, almost every album, uh yeah, almost every album with the exception of Distances, which is the only one that has backing tracks. Everything before, all I have is stereo files, not even vocals on
mm,
their own. So if I wanted to, do remixes or whatever, it was a huge chore to try to see if I could isolate a vocal. Um so yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. So anyway, so there you are.
yeah,
So
yeah,
since
that's
you're
great.
since you're on the air, you can request something if you want, or you can just leave it up to me. What's it gonna
Oh,
what's it gonna be, Tim?
something from Shareware too, please.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
Shareware 2. You're going
yeah.
you're
It's the
going
one I don't have.
really? Is that so?
Yeah, yes.
Honestly. All right, I'll tell you
I have
what.
everything else. I just don't have that.
I will look for something off of Shareware 2 and play it, but I have to play something first, and that's kind of hard to find. So I'm gonna play the Answer Me remix that I did, not using the stems, but using the age old version method of just cutting and slicing and then adding things on top. So this is like the closest you would get to like a Razor made mix, which is why I called it the
Oh
Razor
wow.
X. So I'm gonna play that. And then when I come back, I'll find that song and I'll play it for you. All right, Tim?
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Love
It's
you.
always good to thank you, Tim. I love seeing you on the stream. I love it. You
Excellent.
you, you bring you bring smiles to the people.
That's all I want. I just want to make people laugh. Especially you guys.
Yeah, I know. We're such a dark wave sort. All right, man. Bye.
Bye.
And here we go. Answer Me. Oops. I had to turn up the volume. Answer Me. The Razor mix. See, now I can go back, extrapolate the vocal from this mix, then bring it back and do some crazier stuff that I had in my head. So we'll see. We'll see. So it's going to be fun. So, yeah. So definitely, once again, just to reiterate, the what we've been talking about is the AI tools that are actually cool, that are not going to kill us all or enslave us like the other ones are. Um, I'm kidding, of course. No, these are quite cool, and I think there's going to be some really amazing tools within the next year or so for people who do engineering and mastering, and I think that that part is really amazing, and I'm enjoying it. So we'll see where that goes. So um, I had gotten a question on the chat, which I'm going to go back and read. Um, I answered it, but it was a good question. He asked how it was working with Gareth Jones on Worth, and I said it was a great experience. That's the short answer. It was a great experience, very cathartic, um, and it took us into hope in a really good way because we were fresh from having done the other albums. So for us, it was like a really easy transition to take all the techniques we'd learned when we were in Berlin and apply them to Hope. And so that was one of the cool things about Hope, is that, we were quite literally flying blind on our own. Um, I barely had my studio for a year. Um, and, Hope was quite literally a new stomping ground. So it was a process of learning, and learning as we go. Um, so if anything, you can take to the bank that you can not know what you're doing, because we really didn't, and still work your way through it and wind up with something really nice. Because I'm still proud of that album quite a bit. So, um, so yeah, so I'm going to be working on the 30th year anniversary of it. The book is not put off. I'm going to keep working on the book, but I'm going to be working on Hope's release simultaneously. So it's a little more of a workload for me, but definitely is going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to it actually. I came across some paintings today that I was like, wow, these are like the ones that they need to be on that record. And I'm going to show off like all the show off in a not in an egotistical way, but show off meaning show the different versions of the album and how it evolved. Because there's a funny thing about the original that to this day still irks me. In the original, it was the first time that we had the happy face, but it was in its first design phase. Once the album went out, I realized that I didn't want the smile on the happy face to go across the entire yin and yang symbol, only half of it. So it always bugged me, that first version having the full smile on the happy face, which we then eliminated. Um, and then we eliminated the face altogether when the Jarrett version came out, and we wound up borrowing a graphic from Worth, which really was not a good idea. I think I should have saved that. Um, but the dare I say it, the Russian version on vinyl actually has the best cover as far as the painting itself is my favorite. Um, and I don't know if I have that file. So like, yeah, so I have to find all these different versions of the album, and I want to take photos of them and other things and put that all into, the book for, that particular album. And I think it'll be fun. So I had promised Tim that I was going to play something from Shareware. So I'm going to play one of the weirdest songs from Shareware, um, which is called All the Light Has Faded Out. Um, and I just thought it would be funny to play that one because I opened tonight's stream with a song called, with a song, I Saw the Light in the Darkness. So time is very strange. But anyway, I'm going to play that song. And then when I come back, we'll take calls again and see what happens. So I think I'll do the moon for this one because it's one of those moon type songs. All the light has faded out.
I have watched the stars, they're fading, and the moon's my dark companion, fighting through this wilderness within. All along I've been so cold as an ocean without islands. Will I ever see all the light has faded out? All the light has faded out. All the light has faded out from me. And I'm standing stalled by the walls that keep me standing. Stalled by the walls, standing stalled by the walls that keep me stalled. Standing tall, beside the
So yeah, that bit of sampling at the end there. Um, so yeah, that was All the Light Has Faded Out. That was on Shareware, which was an EP that you could only get when you got a certain blue shirt, which I believe is the light blue Shareware shirt, which is a long time ago in a different galaxy. But some of those songs that were on Shareware also happened to be, one of them anyway, was a B-side, or rather a song that didn't make it on the Hope album. Um, which is again all the different weird B-side things I'm gonna put in their own release on Bandcamp. because I think some of those, like I said, I get a lot of emails about them, like, "Hey, this song, there's a song called Make Your Own Song or Listening to the Sun. When is Moonlight coming out?" Like, and I'm like, "How do you know about these things?" So yes, I know on iTunes. Um, they could wind up on iTunes. I guess this batch could. Since Hope is already on iTunes, I guess I could do the Hope addendum with the B-sides and put them on iTunes. I think that might be a cool idea. I might do it. But definitely Bandcamp. Um, Mostly because I really love Bandcamp. And I can add things to the release that I couldn't add anywhere else. So, I may do like an art print or something to go with it. I don't know. We'll see. But it's part of the 30th year anniversary. I don't want to cause myself. I have this syndrome where, and this is true, I'm not even kidding, where I will tend to blow up a project, meaning I will keep adding tasks to it to make it bigger and better. But of course, it just becomes more complex. So I don't want to do that. I'm trying to stay away from doing that. This one time on Bandcamp, Tim says, that's funny. I wonder how many people get that joke. A movie like that would never come out today. Isn't that funny? Anyway, I digress. But this one time at Bandcamp, um, so, um, so yeah, so I want to definitely put those out. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's thinking it, which is funny. But I'm gonna wind up. Well, first of all, let's see if the airwaves are open. So the airwaves are open if you want to call in. If you need the number, let me show it to you. That is the number, and you can use it to call, and we'll take it from there. 562-380-06, and there we go. We have a caller.
Call from.
Sue Castillo.
To accept, press 1.
Hello, Miss Castillo. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Say hi to the world. You are live on the air.
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed. So
Yeah.
So that one time at Bandcamp, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right before you said that, my boyfriend had said it.
So
he's here listening. He's kind of like new to your music, so he's having fun over here.
that's
listening to
awesome.
the song.
That's awesome. What's his name?
Bill.
Nice. Hi, Bill. How are you?
Oh,
So
I'm good, but I know the whole band camp joke, so yeah.
okay, good. It's funny. Um, so yeah, but for those that are of course not in the know, it's from a movie. That's all I'm gonna say. You can look it up. But Bandcamp
Yeah.
is a real thing, is a real place
Yeah.
where really good music is.
It involves a flute.
It, invo- it does. Um,
So how's it going?
it's going good. It's going good. Like I said, it's been a trying week of getting back to the normal swing of things, and I have another show around the corner, so that means this week rehearsals start all over again, and I get to do.
Yeah.
But it's a small price to pay. It's not a big deal.
Right.
I'm very grateful that that's the worst of my problems at the moment, having to
Right.
rehearse.
Yeah.
But so far so good.
I've really been enjoying those remixes. They're really awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you. So what do
Yeah.
you want to hear?
I was thinking about playing Every Single Day because I hadn't heard that one in a while.
All right. And you know what's funny? I
What?
have that one. I have a remix of that ready to go,
Oh,
which
cool.
is hilarious because this is one of the ones that So before I play it, I'm going to tell you a little something about this. So this
Okay.
particular remix is called Mix 2. So it's not really a remix, it was an alternate version. We had recorded
Oh,
two versions of the song basically, or two, I should say, two completely different backing tracks to the song. And
okay.
the first version, of course, is the one that made the album. The second one was the one that made the Dance CD5. And then I went and did an edit of it, and that's the version I'm going to play tonight. So
Oh,
I'm
cool.
going to play that for you and Bill.
Okay. Well, thank you. And
And
I'll keep it brief and let somebody else call. But I just want to say hi and just keep doing what you're doing.
thank you. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Well,
So,
you know me is that I have a lot of your songs, and of course, like I mentioned a long while back, I actually DJ a lot of your songs. So and
so
I've been
awesome.
slowly trying to get people to give you guys more exposure and all that kind of thing. So I'm always happy to do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So, oh,
Yeah.
I realize I'm like not even on camera. I'm like, I'm so lost. I'm like, where am I? I'm like, where am I?
It's the aliens.
Oh
I'm telling
gosh,
you, it's
the
the
alien
aliens.
abduction thing. All right, so here we go. Every single
All right.
day, mix two for Miss
All right.
Castillo and Bill,
All right. You have a good night.
and the flute.
All righty.
All
Talk to you
right, here we
later.
go. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So you see, my love, don't you suffer, don't you worry anymore.
That was mix 2 of Every Single Day. That is the version, or a version of it, because I don't think the video version does not have the starting vocal. It goes right into the remix. But so yeah, see, you can find that on YouTube. See what I did there? So you can find that on YouTube on the Anything Box channel, and it would be a good time to share the bejesus out of the videos and encourage people to subscribe because we're almost there. We're just shy of that 9,000. Oh man, I can't even believe we're that close, but we are. We're really close. Um, and there's a lot of weird things that I've put up on there. There's shows from Chicago. There's a couple of things from Houston. There's some Peru stuff on there. Not to mention the typical videos you'd find from Anything Box on the channel, but I digress. But yeah, please subscribe, hit the bell, all that funny stuff. Not that I'm trying to start a YouTube channel, but it does help if you leave comments on the video once I post it, which will be tomorrow or after this stream is done. But definitely leave me a comment and a like. It does help. It really, really does. But so we were talking earlier about B-sides, or I should call them alternate songs that didn't make Hope. And it was a very strange process of choosing the songs because we wanted to keep it somewhat danceable. And we wanted to avoid too much texture because we had done all that stuff with Worth. So we were trying to avoid it. But here's a song that could have probably wound up as a B-side to a number of 12 inches off the Hope album. And I'm going to play it. We're getting close to that time. So, but anyway, I'm going to play that song. I've played it on the stream before, but a lot of people don't know that era-wise, it's in the era of the Hope album, meaning it was around the same time. And I believe that this particular track is pre-Hope, meaning before some of the other songs were written. But you'll kind of get the gist of it when you hear it. You'll kind of get the idea that it's in the same vein, although there's very scant vocals on this song. But anyway, I'm going to play it since it's a night of remixes and oddities. And then I'm going to slow things down and play some of the more textury bits that did not make the album. So this is Smile. Smile. She said smile. By the way, that was my son um, sampled saying we can all be happy, um, which is funny. So yeah, that one was called Smile, and it would have been developed more and turned into a B-side, but by then we stopped releasing 12-inch records and the interwebs just went out. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. And we're back. Ooh, we got lucky. It cut out for a split second and then it came back. Yeah, it always happens around the 2-hour mark. It starts to misbehave. But so Tim, did you cause it since you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and MySpace? That's funny. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so again, this was one of the dancier bits, but there were these textural pieces that were very just full of texture that would never have made, it would have made that record too moody. So we held off some of those, right? The damn alien balloons. No, but in all actuality, what it is that we've been having a lot more aircraft activity, and the wind out here in Long Beach has been crazy. So every time the wind starts to blow, it messes up everything. I've noticed it when I'm watching TV or on the interwebs. So I'm not surprised because literally I'm running 5G network. Everything's really super fast. It's hardwired into the outside, so it's not even running like on Wi-Fi or anything. But yeah, it's just sometimes, man, the lag time. Tim says the lag time, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 15 years. Yeah, just wait. 15 years from now, there will be watch. You just gave me an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record a quarantine stream that can't be aired for 15 years. Watch. I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to do it. And then we'll see what happens. So that's it, Tim. You gave me the idea right there. So funny. But yeah, but I digress. But anyway, that's all the stuff that's going on in my life this week. But work will resume on the books. And most definitely going to enjoy next week. I have rehearsal starting Monday. I might bring some extra equipment out for this show and, do it up totally strange. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be fun. But unless you're living in a cave, let me just show that one more time because it is worth showing that I will be in Hollywood next week on Thursday. It's going to be fun. It's going to be at the Virgil in Los Angeles. It's actually closer to Silver Lake, but it's going to be awesome with Blacklight and Bob Harrow. It's going to be awesome. I put up a playlist, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I put up a playlist on Facebook and on Twitter that has some stuff from both bands so that you can get yourself acquainted with Blacklight and Bob Harrow. And I tried to pick things that I really liked. Doesn't mean that that's what they're going to play at their shows. I have no idea what their sets are going to be. But I picked some stuff from Spotify and I put it together with some A-Box stuff so that you guys can share it. And that would be awesome. And I will put that playlist link at the bottom of this video when I post it. And I'll post the ticket links and everything else tomorrow when this goes live. I mean, it is going live now, but you know what I mean. When YouTube decides to process it and repost it, I will add the links to the description. That is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I may have to cut out a few minutes early, but we'll see. We'll try. I'm looking at the interweb meter and it's like it's kind of fluctuating there. So I'm like worried that it's going to do like some weird thing and like cut out right at the last moment. Meanwhile, I did want to show you something. I've been really, really slow, admittedly, on the NFT side. I'm very, very active on object.com. I hope you follow me there because all the NFTs and all the different tokens that I've been, messing around with, they're all on there, including the 1992 MTV Festival in Houston as a mixtape, which is kind of cool. And yeah, that's a whole 40-minute show as an NFT. So I hope that that kind of gets you into it. It doesn't take much. Tezos are an amazing, amazing blockchain, and I'm very grateful to be part of it. And I really like them. It's not scammy at all. And some of the art that you find on Tezos is amazing. In fact, here, let me show you something. Let me see if I can pull it up because it's worth showing. Can I pull it up? Maybe. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. I will show you something cool. Not only do I mint things on Tezos, but I also collect things. So I've been collecting different artists' work, and there's some really amazing pieces that I've gotten. And it's just, it's really cool. Like I love collecting art on Tezos. It's a lot of fun. And some of my favorite pieces, man, I think I have 8 pages of pieces that I've collected on my own. So, like I said, the art there is amazing. And yeah, so I would definitely check it out. Object.com and just look for yours truly and Pop. And yeah, I'm glad I got that promo out of the way because I always forget. And on Tuesdays, I'm supposed to be minting more stuff and I haven't been. And that's kind of my fault because I've been so busy that I've been slacking, and I don't want to keep sleeping on this because it's moving so fast and it's so awesome. So anyway, I'm going to be working on more mints in the future because they're related, or they're going to be related to the Hope release. They're going to be related to the new album and the books. So start looking in there because you're going to find some cool stuff. Sometimes I mint things and I don't tell anyone about it because I'm saving them for the book. And so you may find there's mints there that I've never even talked about. They're just there. So I would definitely take a look. So I'm going to end this thing with a funny song. It has the title, or bears the title of Make Your Own Song. The reason that it has that title was try as we might, we could never come up with melodies for it. And at some point, I had lyrics, but I didn't like them. And so I went back to the instrumental and worked on it. There's a flub in this instrumental because all of it was played live, or most of it, sequenced, live sequence. And it is indeed a hope song, or rather, it was gonna be a B-side. And that's the one I'm gonna close things with. It's called Make Your Own Song. And I'm gonna turn on the visuals. And as I turn things off, I will leave you with this song. But before I go, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. And thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for the calls. I really love that part. You know, start thinking about, what kind of questions and topics and things you want me to cover. And you don't even have to ask, you just call and just talk to me. So I kind of think of that better than just a stream. At least I hope so. I hope it wasn't boring, but I totally enjoyed this. It's been a good night. I'm going to end off with this song as I shut things down. Make Your Own Song.
I'm part of it. Can't you see it?